Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Dr. Ford, for your kind, generous, and heartfelt words of wisdom and inspiration. Thank you, Mr. Matson, my board chair. And thank you, all of my board members sitting right there. Thank you, County Executive Hughes. I feel very much at home at Mercer County. My president colleagues, thank you for your presence here. My former colleagues from Westchester Community College here, and my former colleagues from Roxbury Community College sitting right there, and my former colleagues from Ocean County Community College, and I know you are there. Yeah, they're waving. It's a very large contingency there. Thank you, Mercer County students, faculty, staff. Thank you, honored guests. I saw Mayor Eric Jessen just arrived. And thank you, family members and friends. I am deeply humbled and honored by your presence. But I know you're not here just for my inauguration. You're here to celebrate the power of education. In 1958, a young Chinese female textile worker gave birth to a baby girl. In an attempt to redeem herself for giving birth to a baby girl rather than a baby boy, she gave birth to another baby 2 years later. It was tragically another baby girl. In the eyes of her family, and particularly her mother-in-law, that irredeemable crime could only be corrected by giving away the second baby girl. That young woman did not gain any recognizable position in the family till she gave birth to her third baby that happens to be a baby boy that the entire family had been waiting for. That young woman is my mother. That first baby girl is me. It has been a very long journey with many twists and turns, from an unwanted baby girl from China to the 6th president of Mercer County Community College in the United States. Thank you. Thank you. However, no one succeeds alone. I am standing on the shoulders of many unsung heroes. Some of them are in the audience. And you know you played a vital role in my success. My 4th grade teacher told me and told my parents that I would one day become a college professor, while my parents did not even believe I should go to college at all, simply because I'm just a girl. My mentor in the factory in my hometown, Mr. Wu, secretively plotted for me to prepare for national entrance examinations by assigning me to work from 4 p.m. to midnight. At the college, I had an English professor who quietly told me if I would study an additional textbook, he would correct all of my extra homework. That help put me in the top of my graduating class of 184. And that secured me a job as a university faculty member upon graduation. That may also explain why, as an English professor, I always encourage my students to rewrite and revise their essays till they are satisfied. In 1986, I was teaching English in Beijing University in China. One day, I had a dozen more students than usual, and I learned that those students who wanted to join my class because they wanted to learn more and have a little fun. So when I petitioned to my dean to allow those students to stay in my class, he sternly proclaimed that it was against the university's policy. That is a stupid policy, I defiantly and naively protested. That was also the moment I realized I could help more students by getting involved in making policies. That realization prompted a career change from an English professor to an administrator. In 1989, I came to the United States after my participation in the political protests that led to the Tiananmen massacre later that year. I was granted a permanent residency through an administrative order by President Bush Sr. Soon after that, I was granted the US citizenship through the law signed in by President Bill Clinton. My career took yet another dramatic turn in the spring of 1993. I was taking the course College Presidency at Harvard Graduate School of Education. The instructor, Dr. Judy McLaughlin, invited college presidents and university presidents all over the country to address the class. Dr. Grace Brown, a first-time African-American female community college president, came to speak. I was so intrigued by the mission of community colleges that I asked her for an interview to write my course term paper. Instead, after 2.5 hours conversation, she offered me the job as her special assistant in charge of accreditation and shared governance, which were two completely foreign concepts to me at that time. I was truly puzzled by her spontaneous job offer and asked for an explanation. "You think out of the box," she declared with a broad smile on her face. As a new immigrant who did not understand a lot of idiomatic American expressions, I looked to my right and to my left and asked, "Where's the box?" It is Dr. Grace Brown who opened the door of a fulfilling career in community colleges for me. Dr. Cynthia Heelan, please wave, the retired president of Colorado Mountain College, and Dr. Julius Ford, whom you just met, saw something in me before I recognized myself, that I could one day become a community college president. When I repeatedly disputed with them how I was neither interested nor ready, they persistently urged me to answer the call for service. Community colleges need courageous and inspirational leaders like you, they insisted over and over. Upon my arrival at Mercer County, Dr. George Pruitt, please wave, Dr. Pruitt, kindly took me under his wing and generously shared his extensive knowledge of the history of Mercer County and particularly that of Trenton. He informed me that the main campus of Mercer County Community College moved out of Trenton, whereas Thomas Edison State University moved in. That did not happen under my watch, I reminded Dr. Pruitt. My dear husband, Michael Schneider, where are you, dear? Please wave. Has been my trusted, most patient listener, sometimes for hours. He's the most loyal cheerleader and invaluable supporter. He recently appointed himself to be my chief of staff at home. I'm okay with that appointment as long as he doesn't ask for a raise, because the budget is tight. From time to time, he complains that I am more married to my work than to him. To that I say, yes, my love, I'm guilty as charged. My life journey proves education is empowerment, education is freedom, education is inspiration, education is change. Yes, education is leadership. Education can open the doors to unlimited opportunities for all and unleash great potentials in each of us. To be an educator is an honor. To be a leader is a privilege. To be a leader in education is a double honor and double privilege, because we are in the awesome profession of expanding minds and changing lives. As evidenced by thousands of our graduates whose lives we have impacted and who in turn impact other lives they interact with. The greatest reward as an educator and a leader is knowing that our circle of influence gets bigger with the work we do each and every day. Now more than ever, we must strengthen the power of education. As a community college, Mercer is in the right spot to be a leader in doing so. Community colleges are enjoying an unprecedented spotlight. Almost half of all undergraduate students in the United States attend community colleges. An increasing number of international students start at community colleges. Community colleges are no longer the last choice for many. Affordability, accessibility, and quality education community college provides demonstrate tremendous value to students and their families at a time when the price for higher education is skyrocketing. For example, our aviation program prepares our students for pilot license exams. It costs less than $60,000, while a similar program at a private institution costs almost, get that one, $250,000. To those who have yet to send your children to colleges and universities, I say this: you do not have to mortgage your retirement or work till 100 years old to pay for your children's higher education. I once said to Trenton Mayor Eric Jefferson, who's with us, it is not entirely true that community colleges are cheap. The reason we are less expensive is because you have already paid portion of your educational expenses through federal and state income taxes, sales tax, gasoline tax, county property tax, because Pell Grant, state and county funding for community college come from those sources that you already paid. So why would you want to leave the money on the table? Yes, community colleges are facing unprecedented challenges: declining enrollment due to demographic changes, decreasing public funding for public higher education, increasing demand for higher graduation rates or better prepared workforce or more student services and more technology, and the list goes on. At the same time, more and more underprepared students with diverse learning styles and needs arrive on our campuses. Furthermore, our students have different expectations from our institutions. Not only do our students learn differently, they expect us to serve them differently. They are not accustomed to standing in lines to be advised, to register, to pay, and to buy textbooks. They have no patience for lines. The only line they are willing to stand for is when Apple issue a new version of iPhone or something, then they will be there at 4 a.m. if necessary. These seemingly insurmountable challenges provide perfect opportunities for community colleges. This is our time to pursue a new vision of student success. We must strive to serve them when they want to be served, where they want to be served, and how they want to be served, not when we and where and how we want to serve them. We need to reinvent ourselves to be truly student-centered, not only in delivering the content, but also in delivering services. Technology has provided us tools to individualize learning as well as services. Our one-size-fits-all way of delivering education and services no longer meets the expectations of our learners and that of our employers. Employers do not hire our graduates based on their grades or transcripts. In fact, when our students go for job interviews, I know of no employers ask our students, what grade did you get in your final exams of the mathematical differential equations? All employers wanted to know whether our students can think independently and work collectively, whether they can solve problems, and whether they can serve customers with various cultural backgrounds. So it is our time to re-examine what we teach and how we teach to make sure our students are ready to be productive employees and engaged citizens. It is our time to re-examine how, when, and where we serve our students. It is our time to educate our prospective students and their parents how to invest wisely in their future by obtaining an affordable, accessible, and quality education without accumulating mountains of debt. It is our time to educate business partners that you do not have to complain that you can't find educated ready-to-work employees. You can join us and be a partner in educating and shaping your future employees. You can open your businesses for internships and incentivize your employees to serve as mentors to our students. You can open your facilities as hands-on learning laboratories. It is our time to creatively work with four-year institutions to provide smooth transitions from a two-year college to a four-year institution. It is our time to collaborate together in search for innovative pathway to enable more people to have access to public higher education for the public good. Today marks the beginning of our Mercer's 50th anniversary. Mercer County Community College is proud to celebrate our half-century of history filled with student success stories. Our funeral service alumnus, Jack Lechner, is the new president of Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science. Our aviation alumnus, Jonathan Turman, flies for FedEx. Our nursing graduate, Barbara Flood, is the Capitol Health inpatient cardiology nurse manager. Our computer graphic design alumnus, Leo Rainbow, is one of Trenton's premier street artists. And I believe Rainbow, Mr. Rainbow is with us. Where are you in the audience? Our very own foundation, Mercer County Community College Foundation Board Chair, Jerry Blazinski, is an alumna of our Fine Arts program, and I believe Jerry is with us. Jerry, please wave where you're sitting. Our own District Assemblyman Wayne D'Angelo started his path to legislature at Mercer. Wayne, where are you sitting? Please wave. I don't see. Oh, right down there. Dr. Tammy Duffy, multifaceted career, began with Mercer's radiographer program. Dr. Murphy is sitting on the right somewhere here. If you have not experienced the excellence of our culinary arts program, you only need to visit the Jersey Girl Cafe, the chef owner, Kathy Rayner. Of course, there is no shortage of our graduates who remain in the field of education to give back to the field that they benefited from. Dr. William Sandovan, majoring in marketing and business administration, served as the commissioner of Maryland Corrections System before he became a professor and a program director of criminal justice and intelligence management in graduate school at the University of Maryland College. Dr. Paramad Tripathi began his career in medicine as a Mercer nursing graduate. Today he has received his MD degree and will be starting residency in internal medicine at Wells Penn York Hospital in Pennsylvania. Dr. Tripathi is with us today. I can go on, and I'm sure many of the presidents sitting in the audience have the similar stories. But you get the picture. You get the picture of the impact of Mercer County Community College that they have made through the power of education. The entire Mercer County Community College family is committed and dedicated to serving those in need through our educational services. During my beginning months at Mercer, I spent many hours listening to employees of this great institution. I asked everyone the same 3 questions, and many of you in the audience are nodding because you heard me asking those questions. How did you get to Mercer? What keeps you at Mercer? Where do you envision yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? Over and over, I heard the same answer. It is the student who attracted me here. It is the student who keeps me here. It is the student who will energize me to stay at Mercer. No wonder in the past half a century, Mercer County Community College has produced thousands of graduates who are successful, responsible citizens, employees, leaders, and most important of all, mentors for our future generations. Our success, in large part, is due to the steadfast support of our county government, beginning with our former Governor Richard Hughes and continued by his son, our current county executive, Brian Hughes. And by the board of chosen freeholders, and we have a few board members with freeholders with us today. This is an exceptional at a time when many counties are decreasing their support for their county community colleges. We are truly blessed by your commitment to the power of education. We are so very grateful for the collaborative relationships we have with many mayors of our surrounding towns, our local school districts, our local business, and of course, of our four-year institution partners. Yes, we are facing unprecedented challenges, but today, more than ever before, we must find innovative ways to provide quality education in an affordable and sustainable way. We must hold ourselves accountable to our students, parents, taxpayers, employers, business, civic organizations, federal, state, and local government agencies, and non-for-profit foundations who provide grants to us. We must explore and create effective pathways for those students who come to us underprepared with different learning capacities, styles, and interests. We urgently need to invest in our aging infrastructures and rapidly developing technologies. All these require us to change, adapt, and innovate, and most important of all, to collaborate. As Mercer County Community College embarks on our next half a century dedicated service to our students and our communities, I know I'm in the right place at the right time. Thank you for giving me a stage as your leader of this great institution to champion the cause I firmly believe in. That is, to educate all who wish to pursue post-secondary education in order to better themselves and our society. That is why our new strategic plan will put the focus squarely on serving our students. Mercer County Community College is poised to pursue a new vision of student success and to embrace unprecedented challenges as historic opportunities. It is our time to answer the call to produce more innovative, productive employees as well as responsible and engaged citizens. We can do it with the dedication and experience of our faculty and staff. We can do it by partnering with many of you in the audience. We must do it because education is the pathway for a more just, prosperous, and sustainable society for all people. We must do it because our future depends on it. So let's do it together. Thank you very much.